Hello there, this is my Tempest Rising Impossible or Insane, I think it's called, playthrough. This is the first mission. I actually already beat it, but the recording sound of my voice was pretty bad and I was pretty slow about it as well. So let's try this again. So this is gonna be my attempt at beating the game on Impossible. I don't think it'll be, we're gonna skip these cutscenes and whatnot, I don't think it'll be that bad. Okay, so we can't keep any of the upgrades from that one. Okay, fair enough, then we'll just deploy. They have these tiny, neat little cutscenes, nothing fancy, but we don't need to watch those. This is just a playthrough of the mission itself. It also appreciates some feedback regarding commentary and things like that. Just volume, anything like that. How much you want me to talk and whatnot, or if you prefer them to be non-commented, non-commentary, I guess. That would be fine too for me. It's obviously easier to record, but I think you'll miss some of the nuance. So I don't mind the commentary or commentating as I play, but I prefer not to be someone who talks too much, because I like the game to talk for itself as well. I'm not some sort of streamer guy after. So what I'm doing right now is I'm obviously kiting my units back so to minimize losses and thereby increase our overall DPS.
Acknowledged. Moving out. Paratroopers in.
I do a little bit of save scumming when I play, and it's for the main reason that I don't find it particularly fun to just, let's say I look away for half a second or I do something and then someone just walks in here, a random patrol I didn't know was there, and that kills my entire party. I don't find that very fun, and just I just don't find that part of the game very satisfying or enjoyable. So for me, it's more of a way to save time, really, because I think I could do it if I would just be a bit more losses. I don't think it's that's not the thing that makes me not play save scumming. It's just to save time and to make it more comfortable and to play less like a meta slave. So just to have some fun.
Yes, sir.
But I'm gonna try not to save scum as much. Anyway, so you have we have our basic infantry units. That's bad, I didn't want you to do that.
Infantry.
Back off.
You got it.
Low health guys.
Move out. Yes, sir.
So we have our basic infantry dudes, they just shoot, they can toss some mine. Never really used this, to be honest. I don't know what that is, but let's stick around. Wow, these guys have such bad range. These flame turrets, they're such a bad tower. Even basic, what are they supposed to kill if not basic shit infantry like this? Yeah, such a bad tower.
You got it.
Primary objective accomplished.
Engaging enemy.
No!
Affirmative.
Nice.
Moving out. You got it. Yes, sir. You got it. Sir, yes. Sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and we also have these drone operators. They're pretty neat because they can fire. They attack with their drones.
You got it.
Obviously.
Moving out.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Commander.
Riot medic ready to roll. Let's get to work.
Commander.
So now we have a medic here.
Standing by. Scouting.
Start a little bit with this dude.
Roger. On alert.
So these guys have these marking projectiles. I think it gives bonus damage from they receive bonus damage from my other units. But the main thing is that I think it generates intel as well, which is this weird resource here. I think. Marked enemies generate intel when killed. Yeah, so it's this weird little resource for this faction. But they still deal damage, right? But it's lower damage, isn't it? So 10, damage, and if we switch, you do 20. Yeah, so it's half the damage then.
Spin it. Sentinel here. Keep an eye out. Moving. Give me a word.
On dispatch. This shield's too tough.
Okay, so when we walk up here, we're gonna trigger a cutscene here with some grenade people, so we want to make sure that we have the best prerequisites to deal with that, so that we don't, so to minimize losses. Not that it matters, it's not a difficult mission, and I think most missions won't really come down to that, but still.
Commander, we are under fire here. Need an assist.
Weird that these barrels didn't blow up. I think we targeted them too fast.
Scouting. Affirmative. Roger. Infantry.
Whoops.
Fire! Rifle ready. Acknowledged. Yes, command. Standing by. You got it. Move out. You got it. Come in, command. Moving out. You got it. Fire!
Oh, I thought I could control the
On your command.
grenade. What are they called? Grenadier. Okay.
Reporting. Infantry.
Thought I would get control of them faster then.
Yes, sir.
Shield and Caduceus.
We also missed a bunch of our
As
dudes.
soon as I can.
Great stuff.
On call.
Well played.
Understood.
This impossible or insane playthrough is looking real good. Anyway, so the units we have are basic, what do we call them? Assault, scout troops, and these drone dudes. And these drone dudes are pretty neat because they have this drone. You can also get direct control of the drone and scout around like this. And if the drone is lost, it doesn't cost anything to rebuild it. It just it's automatically rebuilt. The drone, they actually do quite a decent amount of damage, and they're a really good unit, even into the late game. Unlike the scouts, which are pretty pointless units to be honest. They're not very impressive, but the droners, the drone boys, what are they called? Drone operator. They're pretty solid units.
Location received. Confirmed HQ.
Oh, we need to bring the medic to these guys. I see.
Sir, yes, sir. Line them up.
Unit is under attack.
Thanks for your help, Commander. Standing by for orders.
On my way. Shield and Caduceus. Holding ground.
Engaging enemy.
Commander, GDF forces collect intel
As
as
you
a
can see
resource.
there, they're being
Intel is
shot by
used
the
to
SAM
authorize
sites back there,
limited countermeasures such as unit abilities and support powers.
but they're going to be rebuilt,
On
so
your
it really
command.
does not matter.
Affirmative.
You need me?
So there are main objectives and secondary objectives, and the secondary objectives are quite important to complete, not
Generating intel when
immensely
targets are
important,
destroyed.
but pretty important because you get some currencies and shit that can let you upgrade a lot of stuff in between missions, which is kind of neat.
Reporting.
Call it some sort of level up or progression system. Progression system, I guess is what you call it.
As soon as I can.
Good Ignacio.
Waiting orders. Roger.
Location received. Confirmed HQ. As soon as I can.
Firing on target.
Can we
Scouting.
reach this?
Affirmative.
Doesn't
Roger.
look like it, no.
Ready for contact.
Where's the medic?
Holding ground. You up here?
Acknowledged. Grenadier.
But we probably can reach this with a drone by...
Ready and waiting. Roger that. No problem. Taking him down.
That's good.
No problem. Roger that.
So you see he lost his drone there, and now he's gonna get it back pretty soon, like 10 seconds or so, I think. Riveting gameplay, there we go. Yeah, about 10 seconds. It's pretty good.
On my way. Understood. On my way.
So this is these red things. They are what we harvest our money with. We will be able to, once we get a base going, we'll be able to harvest these types of things. They grow back when there is a big tree like this. Then they grow back. Otherwise, they will disappear and cannot, as far as I know, be grown back.
Got it. What about backup?
range bugged a little bit there when they were attacking stuff. Apparently there's no tether or something that keeps them from going away.
Commander, you see those barrels by that power plant?
As soon as I can.
Oops. Oops. We're just gonna take this. We're just gonna brute force this. Whoops, that's bad. Where's our medic dude? There he is. So these abilities that they can cast some special units and even these dudes, usually they cost intel to use, and some units also cost intel. Let's see. Yeah, so that costs 10 intel to put out that heal turret that we put out there. That was exceptionally slow with my micro there. That's bad. Honestly, we might as well leave these alone, and then we just take them over when we get our construction going here.
Back up. Construction vehicle standing by, Commander. Let's build up that base.
Shield and Caduceus.
You got it.
Primary objective accomplished.
So I like to build my base somewhat aesthetic. We'll see how much of that I'll do when playing, when you guys are watching. I don't think that's the most fun thing in the world to watch me play for 40 minutes just building up walls and shit, just because it's aesthetically pleasing to me. But we'll see how that goes in further missions. And in this one, I don't think we can build walls either. I'm pretty sure that we can't. But I usually like just kind of putting weird units in patrol paths like this. So just kind of, and then doing like this. So now he's gonna have his little his patrol route here. That's super cute. These things are the enemy's harvesters, so we're just gonna take them over because we can. I'm not gonna place too high up here because then we'll pull aggro from the enemy, and it'll start his programming quotation marks to start attacking. I think as long as we don't do anything here, I don't think he'll attack, or at least he'll remain passive for longer at the very least. Okay, so we can't build any engineers, it seems.
Constructing.
Build a couple of missile or a couple of Gatling turrets. It's really nice, this faction. What are they called? The GDF, I think, and I think the other dudes are called the Dynast. But with this faction, you got a lot of like nice build options. You can queue up buildings like this. So you can build 2 towers. So I think you can build up to 10 buildings at the same time, and 1 from each. So defensives can be built at the same time as buildings. So you can queue up a lot of buildings. So when you need to build silos to maximize your economy, you don't have to. You can do it like this, which is pretty comfortable. Right? Let's see if you can build a tower at the same time. Yeah, so you can build towers and buildings at the same time, but buildings are built 1 at a time. And I think there's a limit to 10 queues.
Constructing.
Commander, move out.
Deploying medbay. You need me?
Jesus Christ. Well, this is what we wanted to avoid. Luckily, most of these units are so non-threatening that it's not really going to be a problem. Move back a little bit.
Commander, you can now train grenadiers from the barracks. The satellite uplink will also collect intel passively.
On dispatch.
Construction complete.
this isn't how this was gonna go.
Unit ready.
Infantry! Line them up!
Construction complete.
But it looks like we're stabilized. Well, that was amazing.
Ready to move out.
Guess we should have brought our car. Nah, he's here. He's killing he's killing those tiny harvesters.
Construction complete.
Okay, so we don't have access to
Shield and
to
Caduceus.
whatchamacallit, to engineers, which can be used to take over buildings. So a lot of the terminologies of this game are based off of
Sir!
the old Command and Conquer games, if you know what those are.
Yes, sir! Commander. Acknowledged.
The references are very simple, like references. The it's clear the template of what they want to, what kind of game they wanted to make. It's very evident.
Constructing.
So if this looks a little hard, it's really not that bad. Especially hard difficulty was really the sweet spot. I'm assuming a couple of missions will be quite annoying.
On your command. Acknowledged.
Will be quite annoying at this difficulty, but I'm pretty good at these games when it comes to fighting the AI. I'm usually not. It's usually not that much of a struggle for me. So I'm pretty sure we'll be fine.
Commander. Fire! Reporting.
Construction complete.
So a little tip as well, if you want to leave this video with something, is that you can queue up actions. So normally when you press the right button on your mouse 2, you'll do this. But if you hold down shift, you can actually queue up a bunch of actions. So now our medic will move all of these presses that we did. So that's kind of nice. You can also do it with like attack move. You press attack, you press shift, and you don't mess up like I did there. Oh, maybe he doesn't have attack actually. Yeah, so like this. You can see the difference there is that it's a red marking instead. You can also do a control press.
Awaiting
Deal
orders.
with this attack first.
Construction complete.
Infantry.
Constructing. Construction complete.
Rifle ready.
You can also do a control press, and then it looks like this, like the same red one, except now they will attack buildings. And in most RTS games, your units being in close proximity to an enemy building, so let's say this would be an enemy building, they would not attack it. They would attack it automatically. But in this game, your units will not. They will not attack enemy buildings. They will attack enemy towers, enemy harvesters, and enemy units, but not enemy buildings.
On dispatch.
But if you do the control press like this, then they will attack and kill everything. So that can sometimes be necessary if you don't want to save enemy buildings so that you can take them over, or because it's part of the mission priority to keep them alive for some reason. Going to just build one more refinery, and then we're gonna start pressing out units to deal with the enemy field. Is there any reason for us to build field scouts? Or is there any reason for us to build grenadiers? Honestly, I think we're gonna forego the grenadiers and just kind of do a couple of field scouts and then the drone operators. Grenadiers are a good unit in this game. The problem is that their range is absolute garbage.
Unit ready.
And range is really important in this game because
Commander.
what you'll see is that you'll get this effect a lot I'm gonna show you on my construction yard. So here's a blob of units, and it's gonna attack my construction yard. And the grenadier, as you can see here, you can stop now. This is the range discrepancy, which means that the enemy will target fire all the grenadiers, whilst this blob up here will remain much safer, and usually the riot medic will be somewhere around here, which means the guys that really need it are gonna get fudged. Another thing is with sentinels, if you have them and you do an attack like this, well, the sentinels are, well, now we blocked off here, but the sentinels are really fast units, so they're just gonna end up dying. So that's part of the microing in this game, is that you need to think about how your units move, and some units are just not really worth it because of the attention to microing that it requires. So grenadiers are a good unit, but they require a bit too much microing, especially at some of the higher difficulties, for them to really be worth it. But obviously they do good damage, and they're slightly tankier than other units, I think. But essentially they're not really worth it. But of course you can mess around with them for fun. It's one of the reasons why I prefer to play these types of games offline, because they don't become as meta focused, and you can actually just kind of focus on playing for fun and not just doing your utmost to win. But drone operators are really good, and they actually, I build them pretty much throughout the entire campaign.
Unit ready. Training.
I really like the UI in this game. It's actually really sleek. I don't use the hotkeys as much as I should, because I'm not really used to it. It takes me a long time to learn control schemes, even on a controller. It takes me a really long time, so I'm not really sure I want to put the effort in there yet. But I use it sometimes, but definitely not as much as I should. See, how long has this mission been going? Oof, it's pretty long, 22 minutes. We better pick it up. But we're gonna roll over him pretty soon. Gonna push in a save, by the way. It's been a while now. But now we got a pretty solid economy going, so we're just gonna punch it. Want a lot of drone operators. We're gonna build another barracks. If we had any room. Here's a trick. So we can build a smaller building here, which should get us access to this slightly better area to build. That's one thing I would want them to fix in the campaign, is the range that you can build. Because it just makes it a little cumbersome, like right now, to build out our base needlessly. I get it for online reasons, that you don't want to have enable some sort of cheesy tower rushes or anything like that. But for offline, I would really love it if they fixed that.
Low power.
Now we're low power. That's pretty bad. Okay, so we can't do any more than that. So low power is bad. We don't want that. So this won't be an aesthetic base, as much as I hate it. Don't really have the room for it. There we go.
Unit ready.
So we'll build out a couple of more of you guys, and a couple of more of you guys.
On hold. Training.
Then we should have a nice blob. I guess I could edit shit as well in the future. That's probably a good note just for myself, that in times like this, maybe I just show you the base, and then, you know, I'll just save this, and you'll save time. Let me know if anyone is watching and care what you would prefer. It of course requires me to do a bit more editing than I would want to, but maybe just cutting two clips together is something that even I could muster the energy to do. So anyway, the secondary objective here is super easy, and nothing we really have to pay attention to. Some of them are on a couple of missions actually quite difficult because they become very time sensitive. Oh, I picked the wrong unit. Which is no bueno. Oh Jesus, that scared me. Let's fuck him up.
Secondary objective accomplished.
Airstrike ready. Let's pick a location, Commander.
Neat. So now we have access to an airstrike. Costs money, so you get some... Oh shit! Oh shit! That's bad. That's bad.
Reporting.
Unit ready.
So clumped up units like our grenadiers, when that happens as well against those flame units and other AoE stuff, makes it even worse. But of course this means that they'll push further into our backline and then shoot our backline now. So yes, that makes sense, but that's why you want tanks and shit in front, because they have shorter range and they're pretty slow. They're kind of slow enough to match the speed of your infantry. So that's why they are preferred as a combination of units instead. But yeah, I think we should be able to win with this, so let's give it a try.
Unit ready.
Anyway, so you got special abilities here, costs money and intel,
Training.
or I don't know about intel. These guys are really dangerous for our infantry. It's a flame tank.
Unit ready. Training. Accomplished.
Ready for contact.
Yeah, so let's fuck them up.
Understood. Incident report. Get back.
We'll save those, but we don't really want to deal with that. So we want to keep... We want to target fire important targets, and we want to keep moving units backward and kite. The AI in this game is actually very kind. It's very kind because unlike an AI from something like Warcraft 3, where the AI is just really cunty and always goes after your weakest units, your shamans, your casters and whatever, and anything that it has a bonus damage to, it'll go for it hard. Your heroes as well, and just really focus fire and be annoying. The AI here goes for the first unit it kind of can get to, and then it loses interest after a while. So that makes kiting a lot easier. So you can see here as they go for these, and then you can just move this guy back, and then you can confuse the AI rather easily, and you can get a lot of value.
Unit ready.
So here with this guy, we want to walk him to the left and keep him out of our blob here, so that when the fire, if there were more fire guys, they wouldn't have shot straight into our army, obviously.
Location received. As soon as I can. Confirmed, HQ.
Not to over-explain. So like now we're kiting all of these a-holes there. If we would have had more room to maneuver, we might have been able to save this guy, but that's not really anything. Oh, he has lived. Wow.
Incident report. Understood.
That was nice.
Stat.
Yeah, so let's end it. And that's the first mission. I was way slower than it should have been. Yeah. So, like I said, oh yeah, I remember this because I missed this from the. You want to see the stats maybe. So here are all the secondary objectives, and we made those, or we managed to achieve those. So units killed. 10, 11 units lost. I really like to, sometimes I like to play with minimal losses or no losses, or maybe like 4 units that I lost in the beginning before I got a base. So here we lost a few units. Most of them, I think we lost 2 cars, and then we lost a decent amount of grenadiers in the beginning, and we also when we walked in there accidentally after destroying the SAM site. But yeah, I like to mitigate losses. I think that's kind of like a fun little goal. But yeah, that was the first mission. Gonna do the rest as well, see how that goes. Any feedback, let me know. Do this mostly for fun, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, thank you so much for watching.